Hi guys, so I went to a workshop called On Resolution. It was in Gastown and it was hosted by Institute B and also B Corp. Institute B is a startup company for four business companies, and then B Corp is an institute where they hold other companies accountable and set a standard. So I'll put all their information down below. I really didn't know what to expect at this workshop. It was a free event and I found it on Eventbrite and I thought, okay, great, it sounds really interesting. I don't really know what it's about. And then I went there. It was quite interesting. I would highly recommend it. He did ask us to fill out a form of questions about our lives and talking about it. So it was quite interesting. The first question, I'm just going to do this question, but it was, what are three things I've always wanted to accomplish but haven't, or accomplished now? I guess the first one was I put down home ownership. So I wrote down all these questions and then we turned to the person next to us after, and the person's going to say why 5 times to each question, and you have to somehow justify it and get down to the core root of the issue. So mine was home ownership, and my whys were because I didn't have enough money, I didn't have enough employment history, I didn't have enough savings, which is basically money again. So it's just timing, and I had all these excuses, and realistically they're all just excuses. My second one, I should have home ownership by now, because that's a goal I'm setting for myself. My next one is to be debt-free. And that's a pretty major one. I did last year try to budget so that at least one of my creditors I'd be debt-free from. I did get halfway and then kind of fell off the bandwagon. So to be debt-free, you know, I spend all my money on clothes and other things, and my biggest one was, well, I went traveling for a bit because I needed time off. I was getting burnt out. I deserve it is a huge one, especially with shopping. And when it comes to tax time, I realistically could pay off my debt, but I just don't. So it's just getting to the core root of why. Why can't I do it? Like, don't I deserve to pay off my debt and be debt-free rather than having more clothes or going on trips or anything like that? So it's just a different perspective on it. I did have also to travel more. I wanted to travel more throughout my life, but more so in the last 7 years, I really wanted to do more traveling, but it's factors on money and time off work, and who do I go with? Oh, I go with nobody, that's fine. Where do I want to go? It was just a whole list of things. Well, I just don't have enough money to support my bills, and I never got around to it. So it's just, why didn't I get around to it? So it was quite interesting, got down to the root core of what I was telling myself, but not necessarily it being the full truth. It was just excuses, basically. So I recommend that you do that. Write 3 accomplishments that you haven't succeeded right now, that you would that you wish you would have, and ask yourself why. Write out some reasons. Grab a girlfriend, grab a guy, just talk and have the other person ask why, and figure out why it hasn't been working for you. I would highly recommend his workshop, and I'll post more information down below. Thanks, you guys.